We're sitting here with Cassie Sant, Kettering Fairmont, class of 2010. Cassie earned 11 letters in 3 sports over her 4 years at Fairmont, including 4 in volleyball, 4 in basketball, and 3 in track and field. In volleyball, she was first team All-GWOC her senior year, and she set the school record for blocks in a match, blocks in a season, and blocks in a career. But it was on the basketball court that Cassie was most dominant. Her freshman year, she was the Firebirds' leading scorer on a team that went 18-5 and won a sectional championship. Her sophomore and junior years, she was first team All-GWOC and led the Firebirds to a combined 40-10 record. Both years, the team won the league and the sectional championship. Her junior year, they also won the district championship and advanced to the regional finals. In Cassie's senior season, she led the team into uncharted territory as the Lady Firebirds won the league, sectional, district, and regional championships and advanced to the state Final Four for the first time in school history. The team finished the season with a record of 22-3. Cassie was team MVP and was first team All-League and GWOC Athlete of the Year. She was selected first team Division I All-Ohio and Player of the Year in the state of Ohio. During her career at Fairmont, the Firebirds finished with an overall record of 80-18, earning 4 sectional titles, 2 district titles, 1 regional title, and a historic state Final Four appearance. Cassie finished her high school career with an impressive total of 1,154 points, but it was never about individual success for this humble young lady. It was always about the team. Cassie's legacy at Fairmont will be that she helped usher in an amazing era of domination for Fairmont women's basketball, leading the Lady Firebirds to their first of 4 consecutive state Final Four appearances. She won the Melissa Fortner B Positive Award at Fairmont her junior year and the Joanne Ray Award her senior year. After high school, Cassie continued her basketball at Division I University of Dayton, where the Flyers won their first A-10 tournament championship in 2012 and 2 regular season A-10 championships in 2013 and 2014. During Cassie's career at UD, the Flyers played in 4 straight NCAA tournaments, and after college, she played professionally in Italy and Australia. Today she works as a graphic designer for the Cleveland Cavaliers, designing marketing materials for the Cavs, their G League affiliate, and for concerts and events at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. She lives in Akron with her wife and college teammate, Casey Nance, and her 3 dogs, Dirk, Colin, and Sammy. I just saw some of Cassie's graphic design work, and it's unbelievable. Anyhow, Cassie, welcome.
Thank you.
People remember you primarily as a basketball standout, but in truth, you are not only a multi-sport athlete, but a 3-sport athlete in an era of specialization where that is extremely rare. A lot of coaches like to have their athletes, especially their best athletes, specialize on their sport year-round. Did you ever get any encouragement from any of your coaches to drop the other sports and focus on one?
I was pretty lucky. I mean, I think maybe Coach Kogan would never admit it, but I think he probably wishes I would have focused solely on basketball. But my mom, she played multiple sports, same with my dad, and so I tried to be as well-rounded as possible. I lucked out and did not have many injuries, and I kind of attribute that to being well-rounded.
You know, I think there's really 2 schools of thought as far as playing multiple sports. I think it keeps you sharp. It keeps that competitive edge from one season to the next, and I think it keeps you in shape. And I probably didn't hurt you academically at all either.
No.
You were a good student.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed each sport respectively on their own. Volleyball was kind of my fun sport, so to say. I just really enjoyed the team, all the players. The coaches were great. And then, yeah, basketball was like my focus, obviously. That's what I went on to play. But track, it definitely opened my eyes up to a whole nother world, kept me in shape for basketball, and yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Did you not run track your senior year because you had committed to UD and they wanted you to
I actually did not do track my freshman year.
Oh, your freshman year, you
I
did
know.
do it. After you committed to UD, you still ran track.
I still ran, yeah.
Wow.
I was like, this will help me with my conditioning, get me ready. It was tough. Yeah.
Good for you. I knew you played volleyball and basketball.
Yep.
But I had either forgotten or never knew you participated in track and field. What events did you do?
I did a little bit of everything. They tossed me into all sorts of different sports, but long jump was my main focus. I did an occasional 200 or 400 here and there. They had me try discus, tried out shot put, but
no high jump?
No high jump. No.
Wow.
Yeah, long jump was my sport.
Huh, how about that? You were all league in volleyball and set some records for blocks. Any volleyball highlights stand out?
Not really. I wish I remembered more. Really, I just remember the times on the bus with my teammates. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, blocking, it's kind of my favorite thing. There's no greater feeling than when you block someone. They are wound up, getting ready to spike the ball, and you just stuff it right back in their face.
Actually, the picture of you in the program is of you blocking a shot in volleyball. It's not of a basketball shot.
Really?
Yeah. From your arrival at Fairmont as a freshman until you graduated, you were instrumental in elevating the women's basketball program to an unprecedented level of excellence, leading the Lady Firebirds to their first trip to Columbus to play in the state Final Four your senior year. Talk about your basketball journey at Fairmont.
I mean, really, it started way back in 5th grade. I started playing basketball for the Kettering Cobras. Holly Carey, her dad, coached the team and said, "You're really tall, how about you come out for basketball?" And so that was really my first time ever getting familiar with the sport. My parents did not play basketball. And so it started with that, and then started going to the youth basketball camps. Coach Kogan, he kind of had his eye on me pretty early. And so, yeah, I was lucky to look up to a lot of the players at the time. Dana Mormon, she stands out in particular. Jennifer Beekman, Lacey Romine. I mean, all of them kind of set the foundation for.
Lacey ended up coaching here.
I know, yeah. So it was those girls and those players that I really looked up to and admired, and just really looked forward to being a part of that once I reached the high school level. Stephanie Bamberger, Nicole Womack, and Abby Dalton, those were the seniors my freshman year, and they really...
Great names from the past.
Yeah, I mean, they really taught me the ropes. It was all about buying into what Coach Kogan believed in, and so, yeah, I really just attribute a lot of my discipline, my hard work ethic, everything to those older classes.
Any highlights stand out?
Yeah, I mean, definitely that game, the regional finals game to send us to state my senior year. I mean, it was absolutely awesome. We had lost to Vandalia Butler earlier in the season. We were undefeated until we lost to them, and so getting a chance to get our payback on them and for it to be the game to kind of make school history and send us to state, it was unbelievable.
Wow. So any other games or moments from your high school day, from your basketball days stand out, or is that the ultimate for you?
That was the ultimate.
Talk about the state semis.
The state semis, it was an incredible experience. Getting to play at the Schottenstein Center, it was incredible. I remember the police escorting us up there, taking our bus, all the fans coming out into the parking lot, cheering us on. I remember our parents all painting up their cars, having a little caravan driving us up to Columbus. So it was just amazing to see the community support, everyone coming out, cheering us on. The game itself was incredible. Toledo Waite was extremely talented. They had two girls that were both well over 6 foot, I think like 6'4" even. And so we had our hands full. They gave us a great game. Natasha Howard she was their all-star. She's actually still playing in the WNBA.
Wow.
So, yeah, I think we were a little outmatched, but we gave them a good run, and yeah, it was an awesome experience.
I just interviewed your coach Tim Cogan right before you, and he talked about that as well. I was your counselor at the time, and at the time you guys left on the bus in the middle of the school day, and anybody who wasn't teaching at that time and any kid that could make it out there ran out to the bus to see you off. And I remember thinking how cool that is for you guys, because what a great season you had had.
Yeah, I mean, our fans had so much to do with our success throughout the year. They were the ones packing the stands and making us feel like all-stars. And so, yeah, it was really cool for them to be able to share that experience with us.
Cassie, you were always known as a great teammate at Fairmont. As a matter of fact, in my conversation with Tim Cogan, he even mentioned what a great teammate you were. What was it about you that made people say that about you? I know you're humble and you don't want to talk about yourself, but I want you to put that aside. And what is it about Cassie Sant that made her such a great teammate?
I think I'm kind of a dork. I'm not afraid.
Not the answer what I was expecting, but go ahead.
I'm a little goofy. I mean, I think a lot of people kind of looked up to me, and so then me just kind of being myself, it kind of took away that, I don't know, that fan feeling, or I just wanted everyone to kind of see me as an equal. And yeah, I was a very unselfish player.
Indeed.
Yeah, I think Coach Cogan was wanting to wring my neck a couple times, hoping that I would shoot a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, the strength of the team is the team itself. And so, yeah, I tried to get my teammates going as much as I can. I knew Holly Carey was going to hit down a 3, or Kelly Hart, or whoever got the chance. I knew that they could make big plays just as I could. And so, yeah, I tried to share the wealth a little bit.
Yeah, I know that you were well loved by your teammates. Your high school basketball coach, Tim Cogan, we just talked about, is going into the Hall of Fame in the class of 2023 along with you. What was it about Tim that made him a Hall of Fame coach?
I think just his commitment to the game. I mean, he was a workhorse. He was going to games, scouting, he was breaking down film, studying the opponent, but I think also just he made us buy into what he was saying. He really just brought out the best in all of us. He believed in us. He just really taught us discipline, hard work, what good work ethic is, working hard when no one's watching. And yeah, I mean, he's just a great guy. He really knows his X's and O's. We weren't the highest scoring team by any means, but we could get some stops on defense. And as long as the other team's not scoring, you're going to win some games.
You win a lot of games playing defense.
Yeah.
Who were some of the other people who influenced you as an athlete at Fairmont?
I mean, my parents, for sure. Both of them were multi-sport athletes. They were the ones that were driving me to all the practices, all the games. I don't know how they managed to juggle my schedule alone, and then also my brother and sister. And so, yeah, I attribute a lot of my success to them. I mean, there are countless players that I could say had an influence on my life. Just growing up, like I said, I idolized Dana Moorman, but there were so many players that would take me aside at basketball camps or whatever to teach me or to just cheer me up or whatever it may be. So yeah, I attribute a lot of it to just those little basketball camps when I was growing up, the Youth Firebird camps, and yeah, it kind of paved the way for me.
Cassie, you went on to play on some pretty good teams at the University of Dayton, where you played alongside your future wife, Cassie. Talk about the difference between playing in high school and playing in college, other than the obvious talent level.
Yeah.
What was the difference between playing in high school and playing in college?
I mean, the speed of the game is definitely a lot faster. People are a lot stronger. But, I mean, in college, everyone is the best player at their high school. And
Right.
so you're going up against the best of the competition. And so it was a little bit of an adjustment for me. But yeah, I think more than anything, that first time I tried to do a post move, do a little drop step, I got bumped and I was like, whoo, this is a whole different level of strength. And so, yeah, it was an adjustment, but it was good.
What about the commitment level?
Oh yeah, I mean, the schedule itself is just, it's crazy. You wake up, you have weights first thing in the morning, or you have practice starting at 6 a.m. Then as soon as you're done with practice, you're running to get to class. After class, you're trying to squeeze in a meal or so. You've got your study tables. You're going to get another lifting session at the end of the day, or film session, or position practice, like with your position coach. So yeah, the time commitment, it's a whole different level, but it was a lot of fun.
It's your job. That's how you're working your way through college.
Exactly. Yeah, you just have to remember that at the end of the day, you're getting a free scholarship, and so yeah.
Now that you're a Hall of Famer, well, almost, do you have any advice to young athletes coming up through the ranks now?
I think just have fun. So many athletes put so much pressure on themselves, and they're just playing for that scholarship or whatever it may be, but that was one of the last things on my mind, honestly. I did not even know it was possible until I think maybe my sophomore or junior year. I was like, oh, I could actually get school paid for. And so my parents never pressured me. I never felt that. I was just going out and having a good time with my teammates, and yeah, it ended up paying off for me. But I would just say have fun, work hard, but just enjoy it.
Finally, how would you like to be remembered as an athlete at Fairmont?
I think really I'd just be remembered as someone who gave it my all. I never wanted to leave it. I wanted to leave it all out there. I wanted to make sure that I gave it everything that I had. Yeah, unselfish. I didn't want to be the ball hog or anything. And yeah, I just love my teammates. I love my coaches. I love my teammates. And so that's how I'd like to be remembered.
What a wonderful example you set for a lot of young athletes that you played alongside, and young athletes younger than you who are watching what you did. And you're to be commended for that, for sure.
Oh, well, thank you.
I was your counselor in high school. My wife coached you in 7th grade volleyball, and she's excited to see you. And we are both absolutely thrilled to see you get this honor.
Oh, thank you so much.
Congratulations. Enjoy the weekend.
Thank you.